Before this video begins, I want to directly mention that this video is not monetized in any way because I do not feel comfortable profiting off this video, seeing as it's covering such serious allegations. This will likely be how I treat any follow-up as well, unless I decide to donate the earnings to charity. I also want to highlight very clearly that this video is based on the current evidence we have received. This video will remain neutral and will be left open-ended, just to make sure I don't skew your vision of Carson or any other creators depending on how this situation unfolds. I'd also like to provide some sources in the description below for you to look through and make sure that all the information you're getting is correct and accurate. I just want to make a video to make a few things very clear about the whole situation, those being how Keemstar's approach was awful, how people responded to these allegations by jumping to calling him guilty or innocent, and the victim's statements, what they suggest and what they represent. If you do enjoy this video or would like to be kept up to date with the situation, because it's very likely to evolve even as I'm writing this script, feel free to check the description or pinned comment, which I'll try to update as more information comes out. You can also subscribe because I may potentially make a follow-up to this or other situations where I discuss them and cover them. Though obviously you don't have to subscribe. I really don't mind, I just don't want to come off as if I'm sharing false information to make a profit and then not making an attempt to correct my mistakes. Before continuing further, Carson is innocent until proven guilty. That's common sense. Don't go after him until he's proven guilty, if he is proven guilty. With that being said, I'd like to firstly cover Keemstar's approach to discussing this. I think Keemstar approached this whole situation completely the wrong way, releasing a tweet reading, "Dear CallMeCarson, I am currently editing a drama alert with allegations that you were sexting your underage fans. Can I have a statement?" This approach is atrocious. Making a public claim like this calling for a statement is firstly extremely selfish and an incredibly inappropriate and stupid way to approach this. Instead of doing this, Keemstar should have messaged him privately, brought this to his attention and got more information, because at the moment there's nothing to base these claims off of, and making these claims without sufficient evidence in the first place severely damages Carson's reputation, like we've seen with the sub and follower loss, despite the fact that nothing has been solidly proven yet. This is just a he said she said right now. There's no concrete evidence for anything and there's nothing proven here. All there is statements from two of Carson's friends, which means that there's no substance here. It's insane to throw these claims out before you have conclusive evidence. So potentially Keemstar has evidence behind the scenes, though who knows. Keem could have DM'd Carson, but he didn't, and that makes me extremely angry. Why would you ever throw these out there like this? Doing this puts you at risk of catching backlash like Turkey Tom did with the pyro allegations. This whole approach is confusing and extremely aggressive. Why would you post this tweet without evidence? This evidence means literally nothing, and that's why the community's actions annoy me so much. With only two statements from two creators out there, and a victim I'll discuss later, half of the community already thinks Pyro is guilty. People like Jaden have made Twitter polls coming back with half of the community saying Carson should be cancelled. I think this is crazy. Nobody should be calling Carson guilty until we have evidence, but all of these tweets keep coming out that if people support Carson they should unfollow the person making the tweet, or people saying that Carson has to be guilty and no one should support him anymore. Like, are you fucking stupid? There's nothing proven yet. That means there's nothing conclusive here and nothing able to cancel Carson yet. This is a worthless debate until we see Carson respond and take guilt or prove these claims wrong. There's nothing here right now. Finally though, I want to discuss this victim. A 17, now 18-year-old girl posted a Twitter thread claiming that they were groomed by Carson. Carson at the time was 19 and she was 17, which is a 2-year age gap, which I don't think is that big of a gap and will be legal in the state of Indiana, which is where Carson was raised, and I believe he still lives. This thread claims they were groomed by Carson, but as we can see, nothing has actually happened sexually throughout these chats. With the evidence, all we can prove is that Carson wanted to date a 17-year-old at 19 years old, and that it's morally incorrect to have an unbalanced relationship like this because of the power dynamic. Other than that, there's nothing here to prove. This is one victim, and unless we get younger victims or actual victims of a sexual engagement, this evidence means nothing. That's it for now. If you're interested in receiving more evidence, I'll potentially deliver follow-ups as soon as more evidence come out. For now, if I was only to go off of this evidence, I couldn't confidently call Carson guilty. If anything, I'd be more likely to claim that Carson isn't guilty, but he has done some things that he definitely needs to correct and should never do in the future. Right in this moment, we need a lot more evidence to go off before we can make any conclusive claims. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe to stay up to date. I'll update information in the pinned comment until I feel it necessary to deliver a new video. And I'll see you next time. Peace, dudes.
Says she wanna rock with it like me. I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap with it like me. We can catch a fly. Says she wanna rock with it like me.